So today I'm going to talk to you about when you should give your number out on the apps. Okay, so this has been coming up a lot for so many of my clients. They always ask me that all the time. And so I want you to hear this with an open mind because, I know that you have experienced however many awful things. Okay, but this is why you end up basically never finding your person when you keep bringing in your past, experiences, and you're kind of like, oh my God, all this shit happened to me and I don't want to put myself out there again. Well, that's basically you guarding yourself, you guarding your heart. And when you do that, you don't allow space to emotionally connect with someone. And so this is my advice to you. Okay. When you're in the, talking to them online on the apps, right? You matched and you're going back and forth and you have good energy and you feel like, hey, their profile is aligned to what you're looking for. You're both looking for the same things. And I dive into online dating, like all the details. If you want, check out the link below. I'm going to drop it here on my new self-led online course that you guys can take all on your own. It's badass. It's powerful. It teaches you how to navigate all of that. Okay. And so I'll leave it there below. Also make sure to subscribe because I'm always dropping so much gold for you guys. And I know it's working for you. I know, I hear you guys telling me this, and this is why I keep doing what I do. Okay. I found my person. I'm like completely crazy and love obsessed. And I want you to find your person too. Okay. So that being said, when you're chatting with them online, and you feel good with them, you feel like, oh my gosh, you guys are aligned. This is feeling good. And they say, hey, can I get your number? Instead of you saying, no, I want to keep chatting here until after we meet, don't do that. I'd rather you actually say, yeah, of course, here you go. Here's my number. And why? This is you dropping your guard. This is you trusting them. Until they give you a reason not to trust them, I want you to trust them. Okay, so you got to trust your intuition too. Like you've experienced certain things and you have to be willing to honor that journey and say, hey, I've been doing the work, and hopefully you are, and you're listening to this, but also, it's important for you to reflect on your past, make sure you're not repeating the same patterns, choosing the same shitty people, right? So this is the power of, when you have a coach on your side. This is what I do, honestly, with my clients. I'm all up in their business. I'm all like, why are you swiping on this asshole? Like they keep attracting the douchebags, or they keep, oh my God, the bad boys. And I'm like, why? What's going on here is a type, right? So back to, when they ask you for your number and you're like, hell no, I know what they're going to do with that. Screw them. I don't know who they are. When you honor yourself and the journey you've been on and you say, hey, I've learned my lessons, I've reflected, I'm not going to repeat the same thing. Let me put my guard down. That's why I want you to give them your number. It's because you're navigating this with new intention. You're being really intentional. And you're being very clear on your worth and on what you want, and are they aligned to what you're looking for? And give them your number. It shows vulnerability. And it's also easier to communicate on WhatsApp versus, the Bumble app or whatever, because it's, you don't always get the notifications on Bumble. They're not always on there. And so like at the end of the day, you are looking for your forever person where you emotionally connect, and you don't want all these hurdles and these, things that stop the momentum. When you guys are, feeling really great in the chat and he's like, hey, let me get your number. Oh my God, awesome, perfect, let's go. And it goes back and forth on WhatsApp, then you get to the date sooner than later. That's what I want for you. I don't want you chatting online with them for like weeks on end and never meet them. That's not what we're looking here. That's not what we're doing. It's about connecting. It's, using the online app as a tool that it's meant to be, because the universe wants you to meet your person, and online dating is a great tool when you navigate it with intention, right? And so when you're on the apps and you match and you're chatting right away, this is another reason why I don't want you chatting with, more than 2 people at a time, because that can get really overwhelming. So like one person, maybe 2, you chat with them and try to deepen and see, are they aligned to you? And that requires back and forth chatting and talking. And so give them your number so you can do that faster and easier. And within the week, you guys, seriously, within the week, like you should be already having the date with them. If for some reason you're traveling, they're traveling, and you guys can't get it together, maybe max 2 weeks, but if they cannot get to you, if there's like this impossible thing of like never asking you on a date, or they don't actually do it, it's my time. That's it. Like, if they can't, people tell you who they are from the very beginning, right? And so if it's a priority for you right now to say, hey, I'm really going to put my heart out there, I want to meet my person. And if they're not making the effort to show up for you, then bye. Okay, so step 1, get on the apps. If you're not on there, you're like, even if you might be thinking, I hate the apps. Of course you hate the apps, because you did it all wrong. Like, you got to be able to own that shit. You got to be able to call yourself out. Okay, because like literally I've had so many women and men actually that have helped find their person online. It's happening all around you. I'm here to tell you that it is happening. And if you haven't found love yet, I'm telling you, online dating is amazing when you can open your mind up and say, maybe you've been doing it the wrong way. There is a way to do it that could actually guide you to your person. Imagine that. It's happening. It can happen for you. I'm going to drop the link below again so you can check it out. How to find crazy love online. It's awesome and you're going to love it. I'm just so excited for you, because if you're listening to this, I feel like you have a growth mindset. I feel like you want to learn. You want to find your person. And so I hope you do. And that being said, if they ask for a number, give them your freaking number. And if they get weird on WhatsApp or some shit, or if they're not respecting your boundaries, then you block their ass and that's it, and move on with your life. But you don't have to like dwell on it. You don't have to be like, oh my God, I gave my number out and look what he did, and you keep telling the story over and over to everybody how awful it was, that one experience, that one person. It's like, let it go. Like, the most important thing is, are you vulnerable? Are you putting your guard down? Do you have that unwavering faith that your person exists? And are you putting your heart out there to connect with them? Or are you instead like navigating it with like, oh, you're so jaded and you just talk shit about online dating and love sucks and it's so hard and men are assholes, la, la, la. You know what I mean? Like, what is the story that you keep saying? Can you call yourself out on your own bullshit? Like, this is really important. And if you're listening to me on YouTube, make sure to drop your comments. I love hearing from you. Some of you not not so much. Sometimes I hear your comments. I'm like, what? But most of the time, you guys are amazing, and I love you, and I love to hear from you. So yes, and please, if this is resonating with you, leave a review on Spotify or Apple. That would mean so much to me. I really want this to land and reach as many people as possible to help them find their person. That being said, don't settle for bullshit, okay? You deserve crazy love. It has to be crazy love or nothing. Until next time, thank you.